All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Good evening, and a warm welcome to all at MUSC Red Devils NCR. This is Delvin, and today I'm joined by our FPL guru, our FPL king in the MUSC Red Devils circle. That's Amit Bhai. Amit Bhai, good to have you with me finally. Uh,
Thank you, Manoj.
it's been an interesting game week. So as you people know, Amit Bhai on stream only means one thing. We'll be talking everything and anything that is related to FPL, and we have a wide. I am pretty sure that a lot of our fan base, a lot of our subscribers, and a lot of our followers do follow the game and do play it religiously. So this stream is totally dedicated to the FPL lovers, to the FPL geeks, and those who are comparatively new to the game as well. So, Amit bhai, let's start with the past game week. How was your game week like? Who were your top performers in the game week? And did you have any such punts that you put forward in that game week which worked and which did not work?
So very average game week again. So it's continuing for the last three game weeks, I would say. Yes, my I took a hit and brought in Harry Kane. I thought it is his double game week, but that didn't work for me. Then Haaland as a captain didn't work. He scored only a goal in two games, though it was good for us that he didn't score against us, Manchester United. More than happy. But other thing, surprising punts were that I thought of bringing Mahrez in my team, but I couldn't. I was confused between Mahrez, Bruno, and other one player which I brought in, but both Mahrez and Bruno performed really well, and my punt didn't work. Similarly, in defense also, I had White as my bench. I thought Arsenal would concede a goal against Tottenham at their stadium, but they didn't. So, so yes, I had 16 points on the bench. So that sums up my game week. So this is how it worked. So how was it
And
for you, Tilvin?
what was your total score, anyway? What was your total score?
So 69 was the total score. 59 was the
Nice,
average
nice
game week.
number. Nice
Yeah, I
number
know.
for your score, by the way. So
So,
I did fairly better than you. I had 74 points in my game week. So I think Haaland was my captain, as well as I think for majority of the managers, Haaland was the captain. And
yeah,
safe to say, the Haaland captaincy thing did not work. And like you said, happy that he didn't score against us from a United fan perspective, but as an FPL manager, it did hurt.
yes.
Then I had Shaw and Rashford mixed bag there. Shaw no clean sheet in both the games. Rashford did score against City but had a blank against Palace.
Mm, yeah.
Uh, Trippier in everyone's team as expected. And apart from that, Almiron a blank. Custard Kane did not work for me again. Then De Bruyne very below average. So all in all, I think the only people who saved me were was my defense, I guess. Just let me check my team. I think Rashford was one. Then all right, so Trippier 9, Rashford 12, Odegaard. I had Odegaard, so Odegaard gave me points.
Yeah. I
Uh,
had Saka. I had
yeah,
Saka.
so 74 points, not bad considering that. I had Gabriel on my bench, but he did get booked in the North London derby. So, on hindsight, I think it was a good thing that Gabriel was on the bench. I mean, all right, I'm still there. I'm still pretty well placed in all my leagues as far as this game week and this season overall is concerned. But I think it should have been better, the score, considering the expectations that I had, and keeping in mind that we were only 4 minutes away from keeping a clean sheet against Palace.
Yes. Yeah.
So that hurt. But then let's set our focuses on to the next game week now. As everyone knows, the game week deadline for tomorrow is 4:30 tomorrow. So my first question to you is quite a big one. What to do of Kevin De Bruyne? What to do of Mo Salah? And what to do of Harry Kane all of a sudden? Let's talk about Harry Kane a bit. Scored twice against Palace, but then again after that was absolutely horrendous in the double game week. Had expectations for him to score in at least one of them, but yes, he provided an assist, but then that's nothing compared to the overall anonymous performances that he had in both the game weeks. Same goes for Kevin De Bruyne, and the less said about Mo Salah, the better. So there are certain teams. my team in particular, who has two out of the three players that I mentioned. So my question to everybody is, what do we do? Do we hold these players for another game week? Do we sell them? Considering that, especially in De Bruyne's case, there is a better City asset who's performing right now. Riyad Mahrez is currently a player who can do no wrong at the moment. He's scoring goals, he's providing them as well. And as far as Mo Salah is concerned, I think there are other better options which you can use. Same goes for Kane. So, what are your opinions on these three premium players? And do we keep? Do we hold? Do we sell? And if at all your answer is sell, what are the options that are available?
So see, so as you mentioned, I also have these two premiums. So Mo Salah and Kane is in my team. So Mo Salah has been in my team since game week one, and after the World Cup also, I had Mo Salah, and he pretty much scored points for me in the first game week after World Cup. But then since other three game week, he's not performing, and so my team is also not performing well. It's directly proportional as of now this season. Similarly to Kane, I thought I didn't have Kane. I have Haaland all through from game week one. So I thought Kane has been scoring consistently on the game weeks, and I would bring Kane for a hit. But that backfired. Though Kane, I would still say you can keep Kane as of now because Tottenham pretty much have the easier set of fixtures as compared to other premium assets. But for Mo Salah, uh, for this game week, what I am thinking is I will save my free transfer as of now. I have a one free transfer because that's for a reason because game week 22 might be a double game week for a few teams. And my free transfer can be used accordingly when the double game week fixtures will be announced. Pretty much they will be announced by in couple of days or next week, most probably. But as you said, KDB is a City asset and you can keep him because Mahrez with Pep, I don't know, he has performed. He has been doing this since last couple of seasons or three seasons, but still Pep though gets him benched because he has other assets who he can play there, and also there is a fixture congestion coming up in February, then because there will be UCL fixtures also. So there will be Pep ruler for sure. But KDB more or less is still safe to play. So his minutes are safe as of now. But yes, he's also not been performing well. In the World Cup, he didn't perform. And after World Cup, also he didn't perform. Though he had an assist against us, that was also just because of our mistake. We left him loose and he just ran behind. But yes, but as per the news or as per the rumors, so there will be a double game week for City also in game week 22. So I would still suggest you can keep hold of KDB, or if you want you can go for Mahrez, but that would also be a risky option going forward. But yes, selling KDB and keeping Mahrez just to have a City asset for double game week, it will save you points because KDB is around 12.6, 12.7. Mahrez is still around 9. So that will save a 2.5 to 3 million in your team.
Isn't Mahrez 7.9?
Then I guess he must have been dropped. I might be wrong also. So yeah, so it will save around 4.5 million for you to keep to have another player. Similarly for Mo Salah, definitely I'm going to sell him after this game week because it's Liverpool versus Chelsea and Liverpool are somehow not being able to click it. Their front they have been bringing now Gapco is in the team. Then Nunes is there, but he's again injured.
He's
Jota
come
is
back.
injured.
He's come back to training. As far
Okay,
I think the reports have come out today, and it's confirmed that he's handed a major fitness boost. He's come into training
okay,
and
okay.
should be available for the Chelsea game. And you can just leave. You can call the Liverpool Chelsea game El Shittico. It's fine. No
Yeah,
one's going to
yeah,
say.
it
No one's going to
definitely.
say. No one's going to
Yeah,
say anything to you.
because two teams who are buying players and still not getting the results they wanted, and they are not performing well on the pitch too. And I don't know what's happening with their two. I would say Liverpool is a champion team. They have been playing well for so many years under Klopp. But yes, but it's good for us. But still, for not for FPL because similarly they are not able to keep clean sheets. Robertson is a price faller yesterday again. His price dropped to 6.8. Ta is too expensive. Everyone had Ta for last 4 years, 5 years in their team, but now everyone has removed him. though everyone had him in first couple of game weeks or 3 game weeks. Since then, everyone had removed Alexander Arnold also. So I would say we should not keep any. And Mo Salah, again, we can have a City player instead of him. Again, a Mahrez or someone else whose minutes are guaranteed, or even Bruno Fernandes we can bring in, because after Arsenal, I United also have, uh, I would say, not so difficult but easier set of fixtures, comparative easy to medium set of fixtures. So, and Bruno Fernandes has scored in both the game weeks. Who's a player who scored only one time in last 11 games has scored 2 in 2. So his form has suddenly been too good for us and for FPL managers also. So Salah to Bruno can be a good option. And similarly, if you don't have Odegaard or you don't have Saka, you can bring one of them for Salah. KDB, I would say you can hold, but also if you want to save money, then you can. If you want to sell, I would still say you can hold Kane, but if you want to sell, you can bring in Tony, because Tony is in great form.
Yeah.
And
Also, I think for now that FA cloud which is there over him seems to have quietened a bit for now. So
yes,
I think Tony to Kane to Tony would be a good idea. So basically, you're saying keep Kane if you want, keep
yes,
KDB for sure, and sell Salah if you have Salah. Fair enough,
yes.
fair enough. What are your first impressions on Mudryk and his price? I think his price is somewhere on 7, if I'm not mistaken. Uh,
Whose price?
Mudryk, the new Chelsea signing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mudryk's
yeah.
price.
Yes,
So,
yeah, seven, seven. Yes,
7.
7.
So, what are your thoughts? Very interesting option. Let's be honest. It is a very interesting option because he immediately be drafted into the starting 11, considering
Yes,
the fact that Felix is suspended for 3 games.
yes,
That will automatically get him in the starting 11. I'm pretty sure he's going to make his debut for Chelsea against Liverpool. So
yes.
your first impressions on Mudryk's price tag, is it reasonable? Is it not? Is it somewhere in the between? What are your thoughts on Mudryk? And do you think he could be an asset worth looking at, if not permanently getting him into your team immediately? But would he be an asset worth looking at in the near future?
So if we talk about the price tag, I guess he's reasonably placed at 7, because he's a new entity to the Premier League, and but I would say, like Kushagar has mentioned, I would say we should wait and watch, because Chelsea is in disarray. They are bringing in players left, right, and center, but none of them are performing. They have brought in defenders who are shit. They brought in Felix on loan. He took a red card. People do 80K or 90K people brought in Felix for the game week on his debut, but it failed miserably for them. So, and I problem with Chelsea is they are not able to play from the midfield, and also their fullbacks are not going forward, because Kilwell is injured, and even Reece James is injured. Cucurella is he did well in Brighton, but for Chelsea team, he doesn't is not able to go so fast, or I would say from the inverted fullback what exactly needed. But when Reece James and Kilwell will be back, then Mudryk and other players who are wingers on the Chelsea team will be definitely be more beneficial for the team. But as of now, no doubt he's an exciting talent, and I am keeping watch on him, and I'll still give him a couple of games, because this game is against Chelsea, Liverpool, though, and also away. It's a tough game. But I will too, like Kushagar mentioned, it's too soon for Mudryk. But yes, I will give him a couple of 3, 2, 3 game week, and then he can be going into my team.
It's pretty shocking, that how a team's fortunes is so dependent on a fullback out of all the players.
Yes,
Especially looking at Chelsea's case, they're too dependent on Reece James for their defensive as well as their attacking inputs. Uh, so let's talk about the big fixture, which is on Sunday, the United Arsenal game. Now we've seen that United and Arsenal, big game, probably, but
very big game
uh,
now.
very big game. But United have been scoring in each game ever since the World Cup break. They've managed to score and all. They've not. It's not. There has not been a single game where we've drawn a blank as far
Yes.
as scoring goals is concerned. So the big question is, do we persist with Arsenal defense in a game, in the United game? Because we've seen that United have scored in every game. They've scored against City twice. They've also scored against Palace and
Yes.
rest of the teams as well. So, do you think keeping an Arsenal defender in your starting 11 is a risk for this game in particular, or do you think logically and think as purely as an FPL manager, and just go with that risk and keep an Arsenal defender? What are your thoughts on Arsenal defense for this game week?
Yeah. So first, I would say that in most of the teams, one Arsenal defender and a Shaw is already there. So it's like that, Shaw and an Arsenal defender. And now when the both teams are playing with Arsenal at home, it's more of a case you keep an Arsenal defender in your team and you can bench Shaw, because there will be a free transfer, and might be there are other options where people are removing Mitrovic or people are removing other players from the midfield who are not performing well, because they are most likely to give them more points as per the thinking. But yes, I would suggest you can keep an Arsenal defender, but you can bench Shaw if you want to. But Shaw is one person who can give you the attacking returns. He has been giving them after World Cup break. He's been a different player after World Cup. So this is a big dilemma, but because I have both White and Shaw in my team, and I'd definitely be starting because other defenders are injured for my team. So I had no other option. I will definitely be starting White and Shaw in my 11 along with Trippier.
Same issue with me, Abhi. So I have Shaw and Gabriel in my side. I kept Gabriel on my bench all this while. He's still
Yeah.
on my bench because I have Akanji, but I think Akanji is becoming a problem that I have to get rid of. So I might make a swap from Akanji to Gabriel and gamble and go with both Shaw and Gabriel with the hope that it could be a draw, a goalless draw, or something like that. Whatever it is, I mean,
So goalless draw is more of a possibility because if you see how United have been playing, they can keep, and are also Arsenal at home. We have seen Newcastle. They also kept a clean sheet at Emirates. So, and because both the teams want to make sure this will be a more of a cautious game, because United are
correct, correct,
Arsenal at first. After this game, Arsenal also have I guess comparative medium set of fixtures, not too difficult for them, because
correct.
they have played all the big teams. They will only play City, I guess. That is also in February, if
They do
I'm
have
not.
Liverpool. They do have Liverpool left, no? Oh yeah, big teams. I'm sorry, big teams.
Yeah.
Sorry, sorry,
Big
sorry.
team.
Big teams.
So,
Big teams.
so they have. If I talk about the top four, they have played Newcastle. They will be playing us in on Sunday. Then they have City, which is in February, I guess, February
Yeah,
first week. Not
they have
sure
to play
about.
City both the times. They have to play City
Yeah,
both times. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So that is how it's being placed. So goalless draw is more of a possibility, and with Shaw you can get an attacking return. Also, if United scores a goal, then Shaw at left might be a good option. So I would, because, and also I don't have the privilege to get rid of any of the defender as of now, so I'll be keeping both of them in my 11.
I do have two free transfers left, but like
Okay.
you said, I think it would come very handy once the double game week fixtures are announced. So I am keeping my free transfer as of yet. I'll persist with a three defense. The only change I will make is Akanji to Gabriel. I'll just get him on and put Akanji on the bench
So one
because
thing, Melvin, you have two free transfer now in this game week.
yes, yes, yes,
Then
yes, I do.
definitely use one, because in next game week you will again get one again, and then there will be two for you.
So who do I use? On
And
whom do
if
I
you
use the
want
free
to,
transfer?
if you want to remove a Kanji, you can remove in this game week.
All right, and get in place who?
And I guess Brentford fixtures are easy. You can get him there. They are also getting keeping clean
So,
sheets.
speaking about easy fixtures, let's talk about one of the surprise packages of this season, as far as their results and as far as their FPL assets as well, and that's Brighton.
Yeah,
So Brighton have been a surprise. They have been a surprise package both in both the aspects. And Brighton's next few Premier League fixtures read Leicester away, Bournemouth home,
yeah,
Crystal Palace away, Fulham away, and Newcastle away. And then afterwards, their sixth fixture is West Ham home. So this is their next six fixtures. Very favorable fixtures if you remove the Newcastle game aside. So, uh, who do is this the right time to go for Brighton assets? Because there are a lot of players who are worth considering and are absolute steals at this point in time. There is Solly March,
Mitoma,
There is Mitoma, there is Alexis McAllister as well. So a
and
lot of
their defense,
uh,
Dung, Veltman,
Dung,
Bester.
Weltman. Yes, yes. So a lot of interesting options. Is this the right time to go all in on Brighton? At least one or two players. What are your
So
thoughts, and
I
which
would
players in particular?
So I would say Mitoma and Solly March. So because after Trossard issue, what they have happened in Brighton, so Solly March is getting a free run because he was playing a little bit back of what Trossard was playing, but now while Trossard is sidelined, so he has been getting that run and he's playing too well. He has been scoring goals for fun in last 5-6 games. Similarly, Mitoma, who is a forward and he has been a great differential. He has been giving assists. He has been scoring goals for them. But you can definitely bring in these two players. Apart from then, their goalkeeper Sanchez, he's still, and I guess only at 5. If you don't want to bring Ederson or the likes of uh, I would say other goalkeeper Allison or someone like that, you can bring in Sanchez to your team, who can give you return because they are also he's making saves also and he's getting that saves points also. So because Pope is also 5.4 now, so he this Sanchez can be a good option. But yes,
And
Mitoma, if you bring in now, he can be a great differential as of now because soon if he scores in 1 or 2 games then people will definitely bring in and they can keep two premier strikers and one Kane and Haaland and one Mitoma and then they can I would say solidify their midfield.
fair enough, fair enough. I have Sain by with you on the stream. Sain by, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Sain by, the same question to you. What I put in for AB by. Is this the right time to go all in on Brighton? Next six fixtures very favorable. Five if you are willing to keep the Newcastle game aside as a tough fixture for them. But considering the way that they're playing, I think even they managed to give even Newcastle a tough run for their money. So my question to you remains the same: is this time to go all in on Brighton? And if yes, which players?
Okay, so the two players which are contributing for Brighton in almost every goal are Marsh, Solly Marsh, and Ferguson. Their new forward has been, just absolutely balling for them. And given his price tag in the FPL, I think you would be favorable in bringing him if you have uh, a forward with Haaland and Kane. So if you want a third player who gives you a return with minimal price, so Ferguson is the man to go for. And March being just, I think, 5 million. Solly March is just 5 million in the mid, so he is also a very good option to bring in because of his returns. His last 5 game weeks or 4 game weeks have been 10 plus points, I think, in a row.
So, everybody, there is a comment for you. 9 weeks of not having changed a player in my FPL team, still averaging 62. Guess like you owe them a treat. What are your what are your
I I I
thoughts
know
on
I know
that?
I know it's Mojo sir.
Yes, yes, it is, it is, it is, it is. Let's go back to someone who just interchanged from Brighton. That's Trossard. So
Yeah.
Trossard is gone to Arsenal. The announcement is just a mere formality. So now with Trossard going to Arsenal, uh, two things happen. Reduces Martinelli's workload at the left wing. Second, it gives a whole lot of possibilities for Martinelli to play as the number 9. And Martinelli playing as a number 9 means that it could be an added incentive for everyone to have Martinelli in their side because of the goals that he might score from that number 9 position. So, how important do you think is the Trossard signing as far as the FPL point of view is concerned? My question is the same to both of you all. I'll take Amit Bhai's answer first, and Shain Bhai, then I'll come to you. How important is Trossard, because he's also given points while he was at Brighton. He has a hat trick. He had a hat trick against Liverpool, scored against Chelsea, had an assist with us, against us, scored against Man City. So there's a pattern emerging that Trossard always turns up against the big sides. And in a game where, and in an Arsenal side where they will be facing big sides in the next few game weeks, like we spoke earlier, how important is Trossard and how important is that shift for Martinelli to the nine? And do you think this is the time to hold on to Martinelli if you have him, or bring him if you don't have him, because of this Trossard signing?
So, first, Trossard, great player, great signing for Arsenal. They were after Mudryk, which they couldn't get, but they have signed a pretty cheaper player at for the same position. And Arteta and Edu must have been happier person now. But yes, for Trossard, he will be given a run in the team on the cups basis right now. He will be in the cups for the FA Cup. Their game is coming in the FA Cup, so he will be definitely starting that. But yes, uh, because now Jesus is injured and Nketiah is also not performing. So Martinelli position as number 9 is definitely a good shout now. And I have him in since game week 1. Martinelli, he has given me too many price rises now, and he has been giving the points consistently also.
Same here
So
for me.
yeah,
Same
with
here. Same
number
here.
9, with playing as number 9, few things will be happening for FPL managers. One, when he scores a goal, he will give an extra point. When his team will keep a clean sheet, he will give you points. Other than that, the bonus points will also be more or less confirmed. He scores a goal and Arsenal wins that game. So these things will definitely be very good if Trossard keeps on, if Trossard plays well. So that is also a good point to good shout here, that Trossard needs to play well. He needs to fill those boots of Martinelli to, so that Martinelli can promote to the number 9 position.
Fair enough. Same question to you, Sain. By your thoughts on this signing and how does it impact FPL managers in rethinking their plans?
Okay. So Arteta, is whose disciple, the great Pep, the Baldi, the king, the see पेप का नाम लेते ही इनका क्या हुआ सी ये भी भाई that's the thing. So I don't think he will start Trossard as soon, anytime soon. I don't think Trossard will start. But as I say that given how Arteta manages just like Pep, I won't be surprised if he does as well. And Martinelli playing as a number 9, see, we have all seen how good Martinelli finishing is. It's far, far better than Nketiah. So, and the runs he makes, everything, his passing, his runs, everything is, I think, superior to Nketiah. So, even if he starts as a number 9, it will be, beneficial for Arsenal. And Trossard on the left side won't hamper their chances. It will be a boon for them. So see, either Trossard starts or not, it's gonna be good for Arsenal. But also given the fact that you're talking about FPL managers, so bringing in Trossard is a risk right now. But keeping Martinelli isn't. Hold on to Martinelli
Fair enough. Fair
because
enough.
more or less he
And
will give you points.
one more thing, there were news coming that ESR is back in the training, or he
Yes,
has
he is. He
started.
is. He is. He is back
So
in training.
now Arteta has 3 players on the left, which is Martinelli, Trossard, and ESR.
ESR
So
can also play on the right to make sure
yeah,
that Saka
yeah, that
is
that
enough backup. He can play both sides.
yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. So most probably yes. So like Sambai said, yes, he will not be getting into the team soon, but he will be getting that run in the cups competition or in the Europa League. If in the second leg, like if Arsenal is winning consistently in the a good lead they have in the first leg, then he can put you in the team in the second leg. But yes, he will definitely have a play in the later part of the season when March April comes, because then the main fixtures start and the pressure will of retaining that lead will be there on Arteta. Then Trossard can be getting a good run in the team, because Jesus is not coming, I guess, this season. He's out for the full season.
Yeah, he's had a setback in his road to
Yeah,
recovery. Yeah, yeah.
and Nketiah definitely is not starting every game. So
Correct. Correct.
it's all about Martinelli definitely be coming into the number, or there can be a false 9 position war, because Arteta follows Pep and Pep has done
Correct.
it really well,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Arteta knows that because he was an assistant under Pep. So that thing can also, because Saka and Martinelli can have that runs in between
Yep.
as a
That's
number
right.
9.
That's right. Yep. So, like we've spoken everything there has been to cover. We've spoken all important games, prospective game, double game weeks, prospective players to remove in, hold on to, bring in, how to use that free transfer, and also now with the new signings coming in, whether they are worth keeping a look for or no. Before we wind up the stream, Amit bhai, I'm going to ask you, who are you going to captain this game week?
Haaland, Wolves at home.
Wolves, all right. And Saim bhai, what about you? Haaland? Can't hear you, Saim bhai. Can't hear you. No, still can't hear
No,
you.
you can remove that earphones.
So, no, I still can't hear. But I'm assuming your captain is. I'm assuming your
Haaland.
captain is still going to be Haaland.
Haaland.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Haaland.
So I'm confused between Haaland and perhaps maybe Custard Kane again. But yeah, my smart money is I might consist with Haaland itself because I think he should do a stack pack session. Hopefully it's tomorrow or day after, whenever City play. And yeah, I'm going to keep Haaland as my captain as well. I might make that one change, but apart from that, my team is going to be pretty much the same. With that being said, thank you so much for joining in, AD Bhai, Saim Bhai, and thank you to everyone in the chat for joining in the stream as well. Do like, share, subscribe. If you're rolling out content on a daily basis, we'd love for you to be a part of it in the chat, in the comments, talking about it, putting in your 2 cents, making it much more interactive, making it much more descriptive so that we take in your suggestions, your advices as well. Like Mojo sir says, Haaland is my janitor. Yes, but for us, he's our captain, Mojo sir, so we cannot say anything to him. Apart from that, we are also available on Twitter, on Instagram. Do drop us a follow there. And I say this on every stream. I'll say this today as well. Every day is match day on our official WhatsApp group. If anyone who wants to join in the group and wants to take FPL advice from us, I myself, Amit Bhai and Saim Bhai are available in the group as well. So we are more than happy to give you advice on that matter as well. Apart from that, there is a website which is designed to make your experience an immersive fan experience. The website is totally dedicated to the fans. You can walk in, get in your Predicta competitions. You can join in that. There are quiz competitions which you can look onto. It's a blog section if for the readers out there, so you can go ahead and give that a check as well. So all this there. So please do join in. Do not waste much of our time or your time as well. Just get in and make sure that you are into the immersive fan experience. With that being said, this is Delvin, Amit Bhai and Saim Bhai wishing all of you goodbye. Do take care of yourself. Have a lovely evening and we shall see you very soon. See ya.